Hello everyone, I'm Marvin, and here's what's coming up in this video. Today I'm going to show you how to use the booster pack for Thorn by Fractal Sounds. It is available for free. The download link is in the description. And what this booster pack is a set of tools to help you work inside Thorn. So it's a bit more advanced than presets. And by the way, if you need presets, don't forget to check out Epsilon Psytrance Essentials for Thorn by Fractal Sounds. It is 100 presets for Psytrance, and the techniques I'm going to show today, they've been used in this pack extensively, and even more techniques. So don't forget to check that out if you're, if you don't want to dive too deep inside Thorn. And for sound designers who want to dive a little deeper, this video is for you today. But in any case, I suggest that you watch this video today because I'm really going to dissect my techniques inside Thorn and also how to use the booster pack. The booster pack there's 3 folders, and it's 3 strong points of Thorn: the oscillator presets, the harmonic filter, and the arpeggiator. And the booster pack gives you some new presets, some new stuff to use in these 3 sections. So we're kind of reinforcing the strong elements of Thorn, and we're using them in a very good fashion. Before we dive deeper into this video, if you want more content on Thorn or just general exciting sound design, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And let's dive deeper into Thorn. So we are inside Thorn, this beast of a VST, beast of a synth, definitely. So there's many elements that makes Thorn the great synth that it is, but I'm not going to cover all of them today because I want to focus on what the booster pack adds to this synth first. And we're going to start on the left, and we're going to slowly transition into, I guess, the right, and then into the arpeggiator. So the first is the oscillator presets. Thorn has a very powerful sound engine, and just with this, if you just listen to the saw wave, it does sound already very colored, and that's something I like a lot. It doesn't sound like the serum saw wave or pigment saw wave. It's very colored. It's not neutral, and that's what I like about this synth. So that's the saw wave, and there's something kind of glassy, nosy, plasticky about that sound, and sometimes it even reminds me my Access Virus TI in some ways. So I'm gonna get some of the oscillator presets from the booster pack. I'm gonna go right here, Fractal Sounds booster pack, oscillator presets. And by the way, if you want to install the pack, you can go right here, show in Explorer, and then you're gonna have access to the Thorn folders. So you're gonna drag that or copy or whatever you want, well, one or the other, and you're gonna paste it here in the oscillator presets. That is the it's written oscillator presets. Then you're gonna go in the harmonic filter presets. You're gonna copy the harmonic filter presets folder, and you're gonna have them here. And the last one is going to be the Arp presets, and same pattern. They're gonna be here. So these are the 3 main elements of the booster pack. So if we're back to the oscillator presets, you have access to them here, and they're all named to it's a little Easter egg, but they all are all these names are chemical elements related to making explosive, because I think that Thorn has a really explosive sound. Yeah, so when you name like over thousands of files in sound design, sometimes you kind of start to lose inspiration. So it's sometimes I just choose a theme and I gravitate around that. So anyway, you have these, and let's just toggle through these. They are really focusing around the strength of Thorn, that is a really glassy. Again, like, you're gonna hear a lot of the glassy and all this really spectral behavior of these oscillator presets. I'm gonna kind of lower the octave. Yeah, I really like this one. I think it's my favorite. And what's something really cool, we can drag
an LFO right here. I'm gonna go inside the mod matrix, and I'm gonna basically just make its course go all the way up. I'm gonna uncheck the bipolar, and I'm gonna basically what I do every time I want to test a sidetrend sound, so to speak, or like a typical sample and hold preset. So I'm gonna go in random step and hit the note. Okay, now slower. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I will have to just steer myself back into the tutorial because I was kind of gone in fun. I was just having fun with this oscillator presets. But again, you have a couple of these, the charcoal one. I'm gonna just disengage that for the moment because I want to be able to show them to you. I want to hear this one. So what you need to understand about Thorn oscillator engine is that it's not necessarily a wavetable per se. So most of the time, there's not necessarily like a super clear intention with the sweep of the oscillator presets, and sometimes it's more like you know, pick your tone, and let's say you have like just a couple of options right here, and it's more like pick your position, and let's go from there. And speaking of picking a position, I think I'm going to go with potassium nitrate 5. And with this position, it's going to be a good basis for a sound. And let's try just the sample and hold how it sounds. Yeah, never mind. It's cool, but I'm not going to go for that type of lead. I was just curious. Next up is the harmonic filter. Again, we have a folder here, Fractal Sound Booster Pack, and we have a bunch of names for chemical that are explosive again. So the harmonic filter inside Thorn is a big part of the synth and how it sounds. It is different than, of course, a traditional filter, and it is called a filter, but I wouldn't necessarily, it's very rare actually that I sweep the harmonic filter. I'm mostly like choosing a position. So I'm gonna use this preset that I'm not gonna spell the name, and I'm just gonna go through the shape and find a point that I love. You have like that digital-ish feeling when you sweep it, but again, that's more like the idea is more like shaping the sound and carving into the harmonics, because that's really what it is. You have like a different bunch of different carving into the harmonic. To demonstrate this one, I'm just gonna pick a good old saw wave. I'm gonna mute this one because we're gonna use it later, but this is going to be more telling, I think, for this filter. So I'm gonna go this one, and I'm gonna carve the saw wave with the harmonic filter. And let's try to, since I'm telling, you know, sweeping is not necessarily the option, but let's try with like a random modulator. Yeah, we're beginning to have a very nice result. So I'm going to disengage that, and I'm gonna check other presets. And yeah, that's a very good example, I think, about the power of the harmonic filter. Is you know, we have just a saw wave here, remember? And now we have that glassy, stylish sound. And now we can just engage the filter section and gonna put some resonance. I'm gonna just scroll through a couple of these. This one more subtle, less glassy. Again, this one just carving through the harmonics, more subtle too. And I want to stretch out how I use it. I basically load a preset, a filter shape, and then I kind of scout the frequencies, and I like when I spot something I like. And I go from there. I really like this one. I'm gonna go with this, and I'm gonna bring our friend here back. Yeah. And why not a bit of unison? Okay, so we're gonna go back to a classic low pass here for the next section. The last part of the booster pack is the Arp preset. And to be quite frank, I really don't know why they just, you know, they show up like this, but I guess hopefully you guys can count up to 15. But if somebody knows why this does that, please tell me. But you know, they are all, you know, named correctly. But anyway, so you can load them here, and I'm gonna cycle through a couple of them, and they're really good arpeggiator preset to that you can use as is, or just to get started in the arpeggiator. I'm gonna just play that a bit higher on the keyboard. Okay, now other ones. This one's quite simple. It's more for it's good for a riff. And you can also just change the octave, the gate. Then starts to show a bit of character. Yeah, I think I was like I was like in between two different you know, leads type. If we still have the harmonic filter engaged, we're going for more like a psytrance-y, sci-fi glitchy thing. But with the arpeggiator preset, we're more going into like a main lead line. So I'm gonna disengage that for the demonstration of the Arp presets. Damn, that sounds like nice trance stuff. One thing you'll notice with Thorn is that it is very colorful, and most of the time you're gonna have to do some post EQ after that, because it's just so colorful, so aggressive, so explosive that it's gonna create some resonant spots. It's gonna create some aggressive sound. So I definitely recommend some post EQing. Probably going to do that in some ways. I'm gonna just try to lower the saw layer 1 octave. I want to go more into the acid feeling that there is. I'm gonna do the low cut here. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds old school, but sounds good. In this case, we can kind of really hear like the mix, that there's a half and half signal. Like in right here, we really doesn't hear like the signal blending much. We kind of hear the original signal and this one. So again, I'm gonna grab this, the envelope one, and I'm gonna make it more stabby. So it's gonna engage the mix on and off. I want it in just at the tipping point of distortion. I'm gonna get the delay. I have some side delay here. Just less feedback. A bit of phaser, maybe. And I was speaking of post EQ, but before doing post EQ, we're gonna do something really simple that now we're set up with one low pass, but inside Thorn there's multiple low pass. I'm gonna try all the different low pass. There's crisp low pass, subtle low pass, fat low pass 24, fat low pass 12, fat dirty low pass, and clean low pass that we are on currently. So I'm gonna cycle through all the different low pass filter. So that's another aspect of Thorn, that they have, again, super colorful, super intense, and just switching filters like this, we almost have like a totally different sound that might be, I'm not sure about that, might be to well, there's different filter curves and different filter behavior, but also the drive of the filter, like the I guess driving saturation of the filter types, it just changes the sound. It's more clean. Crisp. Subtle. Yeah, this one is kind of subtle, but just cleaner. Let's try the band pass for fun. That was the hypercomb for fun. I think I'm gonna go back to just a clean low pass. Maybe with more envelope. Also, one thing is really cool is that you can add shuffle. It's basically swing in the arpeggiator. Last thing we're gonna do is EQ. So in order to EQ properly, I'm gonna try to get the R chest, or you know, the more aggressive sound that this preset can give, and I gotta EQ from that. Yeah, it is kind of hard to EQ because it's not parametric, but it did sort of a job. And here it is. That's the final result of that preset. And what we can do, every time I think I'm done and I still have stuff to add, but we can swap different Arp presets. And yeah, that's the Fractal Sound Booster Pack for Thorn.
And that's it for this video. This synth is really great, and I think it deserves more attention. And I worked a lot on this synth because I created the 100 presets in the pack, and while working on the presets, I was sort of rediscovering the synth, and it really does has a lot to offer. It also, it's not subtle. It is a very, like, the synth has so much character, so you'll need to post EQ after. If you want to get some exciting sounds, I suggest you just go and drive all the way inside Thorn and then get some really good post EQ after it, because if you're trying to like walk your way through Thorn without causing too much resonance or causing too much like hot stuff, you won't be able to do it. So just go all the way inside Thorn, maybe try to EQ the output of Thorn inside it, but I strongly suggest some post EQ, like I said. And also, if you have Soothe 2 or Smooth Operator by Baby Audio, maybe some dynamic EQ, I strongly suggest that. Again, that's some small tips because I worked a lot with this synth, but it is so colorful and I like it. Again, if you want the booster pack, it is available for free. Link is in the description. If you need some one-to-one mentoring, you want to dive deeper into electronic music production, you want some group lessons, some goodies, and some stuff, don't forget to check out my community of students. Link is in the description again. And until then, I will see you into more exciting videos. There's a lot of stuff coming up on this channel. I will see you soon. Happy producing. Cheers.